up, Bitcoiners? Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's doing well on this fine, beautiful morning. It's a little bit chilly like it was yesterday. It's getting cold where I'm at, but at least it's not raining, so I'm happy about that. Check it out. So today we have something to talk about that is right up my alley. As most of you know, I am a heat punk. If you've watched my podcast before, then you're kind of familiar with what I talk about when it comes to the heat reuse side of things. Heat reuse is something that I'm always fired up to talk about. So today we're going to be talking about something that is right down that alley. The hardware manufacturers have finally capitulated and started making home heating systems. Now, you guys heard me right. I guess it's also fitting that the first ASIC manufacturer, Canaan, was actually the first the first chip manufacturer to capitulate and start making home heating systems. Yeah, they have the Avalon Nano 3, but they have a new miner that is changing the game. So they're breaking new ground and they're tapping into a different market. And we're going to talk about it in today's show. Welcome to Channel 256. I'm your Bitcoin and Freedom Maxi host, Trevor. Each day during the week, I talk about current events and we touch on everything from the political winds of change to how profitable or unprofitable Bitcoin mining is and everything in between. There's never a dull day in Bitcoin, and I hope to entertain and enlighten you in about the time it takes you to get your cup of coffee in the morning. Let's get right into it. As always, we're going to start with the mining metrics for Thursday. At the time of recording, our block height is 878,491. The total network hash rate is 788.9 exahash. The daily hash value is $55.91 per petahash. We hit the all-time high of 108,280 on December 17th, and we're currently sitting at about $92,560. The last difficulty change was a 1.2% adjustment upwards, and in 485 blocks, estimated retarget date is January 12th. We'll have an estimated difficulty change of negative 0.6%. And last but not least, the fee rate environment is 3 sats per VByte. Quickly, before we get into our show, Channel 256 News is proudly brought to you by Bitcoin Mining World. Bitcoin Mining World is more than a mining equipment supplier. We're educators and advocates for the next generation of Bitcoin miners. Through training programs, boot camps, and a growing network of Bitcoin miners, we're decentralizing the network and fostering a thriving ecosystem. Every purchase supports our mission to empower miners and build a stronger, more resilient Bitcoin network for everyone. Let's mine the future together. Now, let's go over Canaan's new heater, and then we'll talk about it. So Canaan Inc., a leading blockchain hardware manufacturer, unveiled 2 innovative Bitcoin mining devices at CES 2025, the Avalon Mini 3 and the Avalon Nano 3S. The Avalon Mini 3 offers a hash rate of 37.5 terahash and doubles as a home heating system, providing an energy-efficient solution for both Bitcoin mining and residential heating. The Avalon Nano 3S, an upgraded version of the popular Avalon Nano 3, delivers a hash rate of 6 terahash in a compact, portable design, making it an affordable, beginner-friendly option for individual users. These dual-purpose devices aim to democratize Bitcoin mining by making it more accessible to individuals while promoting energy efficiency through heat recycling. By converting the computational work of Bitcoin mining into usable heat, the Avalon Mini 3 allows homeowners to potentially offset energy costs and reduce environmental impact. Canaan's CEO NG Zhang emphasized the company's commitment to creating user-friendly, practical mining solutions that minimize environmental waste. Both devices are available for pre-order until the end of February 2025, with the Avalon Mini 3 priced at $899 USD and the Avalon Nano 3S at $250 USD. Have you guys been thinking about buying Bitcoin miners? Do you guys have a Bitcoin mining farm and you're looking to get some cheap used equipment to fill out some of those rack spaces? We have miners for sale at Bitcoin Mining World. We have 85 S19 XPs at 134 terahash, priced at $8.50 a terahash. These are palletized and ready to ship to you. Also, there is no warranty on them, but you can get 10% of the order for free because there is no warranty. So reach out to me at trevor@bitcoinminingworld.com to find out more about those miners. Okay, so for any of you who have listened to my podcast, it isn't a surprise that I am a heat punk. I look at hash rate heating as a new wave of the future of Bitcoin mining. In fact, when I look at industrial miners who are wasting a metric boatload of heat that could be otherwise used for businesses and home heating applications, I cringe a little bit. In many of my podcast conversations, I've expressed the opinion that it's only a matter of time before the leading manufacturers start to make chips accessible to home miners. And it appears that it is actually starting to happen. Now, while it's not the chips themselves, we can't customize boards yet. Canaan's newest product, the Avalon Mini, fits right into the mold of home heating. Now, I've not tried this product, and I can't tell you if it's good or not, if the heat output and the noise level are adequate for home heat reuse. But from first glance, it does seem like a positive thing. You can also solo mine or run it to a pool. It is a baseboard style heater that sits unobtrusively in your home. So as of right now, based on what I've read, you'll barely notice it. At 37.5 terahash, you won't be making a ton of money, but you will be a part of the revolution, and that's a step in the right direction. In fact, with a power price of about 8 cents a kilowatt hour, this machine will cost you roughly $46 a month and net you $61 in Bitcoin. So you'll be pulling in about $16. In comparison, my S19 Loki rig that I built gets about 25 terahash and runs at 600 watts, costing me around $30 to run and bringing me about $45 a month in Bitcoin. So it's about the same. All in all, I really like this idea and the design. I'd like to get one, plug it in, and do a cost comparison and quality testing on it. So maybe I'll get one of those in the future. I do personally think this is a big win for the heat reuse space, and we might possibly see chip manufacturers starting to compete for our business, which is a really good thing. I mean, when they start competing for our business, that means that the cost of these chips are going to go down. Maybe we can start getting different configurations for the boards. Maybe we can even just get chips and boards separately. That allows us to create our own configurations and build our own businesses around these manufacturing processes of building home heat reuse systems that fit into different people's lives in different configurations, different form factors. I don't know. I think it is a step in the right direction, but it's not all good news. It's recently come to my attention that Canaan has been known to install backdoors into their devices, giving them the ability to remote access their devices. The Avalon Nano 3 is an instance of this. I just heard somebody talk about how they had to jailbreak it to see the fact that there was 2 users on there that could remote access the device, which that's not a good thing. This is a big problem. If you don't own your hardware and you can't see the code, are you really a Bitcoin miner? Is it really your device? I don't know. These are questions that are hard to answer. But I know for a fact that if a company that manufactures the device can access your device and they can change the configurations on you, then that's not a good thing. I mean, what's the point of that? So it's just a little bit of food for thought. While I do really like this idea and I'm totally here for it, I don't want someone else, be it a company or an individual, being able to access my hardware. That's a very important thing. It's not something that we should be allowing or we should be accepting. I do like this device, the idea of this device. I think that a baseboard style heater in people's homes that mines Bitcoin is a great thing. It can run off of 110 or 240, which is a great configuration style. No, this is positive. This is a move in the right direction for us in the heat punk space, in the heat reuse space. So with that, guys, that is all for today's show. Thank you for tuning into Channel 256. This broadcast was brought to you by Bitcoin Mining World and the Mastermind Club. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more content. I'm your host, Trevor Bello, and I'll see you tomorrow for another update. Until then, remember to stay grounded, keep educating yourself, and constantly grow. A quick reminder that Channel 256 is for education and information purposes only. All opinions are my own and not those of Bitcoin Mining World or its affiliates. Please do your own research and speak to a professional before making any investment decisions.